guilty of crime.
Hello, everybody. What's up? I'm Jay with Guilty of Crime, and I'm back. You know, it drives me nuts to be sick, you guys. You know, I don't like watching this news come on and see me not being able to present it to you. It's driving me crazy. Hello, everybody. Today we're talking about Jennifer Soto. She knows all, or does she know nothing? Is she really just a potato? You know, the reason that we started off with Jen Soto the potato, hence all potatoes that trigger warning Jen Soto, was because our theory originally came from Oblivious Benson, who said, you know, I had friends like that where their mom just was like a potato. They did nothing. They sat there and they gobbled up pills all day long. And they just didn't do anything. They did nothing about it. There were things going on, and they didn't know about it. They also didn't do anything. So welcome, everybody. Welcome. Today we're going to go over the body cam so graciously uploaded by Allegedly Speculating. And what does that body cam reveal? It reveals Stephen Stearns, but it most importantly reveals Jen Soto. And the body language and the language she uses, you guys, is just mind-blowing to me. I've been wanting to speak up for days, and I couldn't because I've been sick, and I'm still a bit sick, but you know what? I've got a lot of news to catch up on. I've got Naziah Harris. I got to get Naziah Harris out. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I came in here hot because please do me a favor. Hit the like button. If you can get I don't see all the people in green, so if you guys can get a membership, gift a membership, what have you, please do. I've got a little bit different of a background to make sure I'm not freezing, and I'm going to put this up there so you guys can see what's going on right when you guys walk in. Body cam 2/27/2024, and best of the interrogations is what we're talking about today. So let me welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you guys can hear me okay, because I've got a lot to say. What do you mean check my connections? Can you guys not hear me? What's the problem? Okay, there's crackling, huh? All right, let's check it out. I wish I would have seen that earlier. Oh, my sound is crackling. Interesting. All right, let me do this. Let me press this. All right, you said quacking. Okay, let me know how this sounds. It's not my microphone. It is something to do with something that I've pressed. Okay, if it's muffled, it's because something got pressed on here, and so let me press each one of them. You guys, let me know. Let me know how it sounds. I had to update my computer, so I'm updating my computer. All right, now I sound hollow. Well, because I just changed a bunch of settings. So let me press that again. You guys got to let me know. There it is again. All right, so I'm going to have to just go through my settings real quick, y'all. I wish you guys would have let me know in the very beginning. Let me go to my audio. So now I reduce the background noise. I'm not going to adjust my microphone automatically. I can try this one. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Can you hear me better now? All right. So if it sounds great now, then let me know because no, it's not my headphones, y'all. It's not my headphones. Is it all good now? Like I said, you guys got a new computer. I've got new settings. Gotta do it. All right, let's start over. Jennifer Soto, what she knows, all or nothing. She either knows everything or she doesn't know anything and she's just a potato. All right. So this body cam is going to reveal not only Jennifer Soto, but Stephen Stearns and how Stephen Stearns hides behind Jen Soto. So welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for letting me know. I had my cell phone right here. Nobody texted me like normal. So just bear with me. Thank you guys. Hit the like button on your way in and I'll get it down eventually. When I get a new computer, that stuff happens. All right, guys. So I got the best of some interrogations that I want you guys to see. And I want to go over the body cam. Now, there's 132 people in here, you guys. We got to get more folks in here. I was streaming around earlier and I know that allegedly speculating put this out. Okay. Allegedly speculating put this out. She must have got it from a FOIA request. Some FOIA requests get missed. So we put FOIAs in. We didn't get them. Nobody got them. Everybody was on allegedly speculating's channel speculating allegedly about what happened. So why don't we start getting into it right now? Okay, I see new people here. Welcome. I see people that might not have been here before. And yeah, I see people that might not have been here before. So welcome to you. Been here long, only a month, but that's long enough. Okay. And that's that. So I'm gonna if you guys super chat, super sticker, any of that, I'll post your comment up. I've been gone for days. So like as you know, we're a fan funded channel. Everything and anything helps, especially those memberships. All right, first we're going to get into that body cam footage that everybody's talking about. I have a lot to say, folks. I have a real lot to say about that footage. So let's get into the body cam footage first. And again, thanks to allegedly speculating for just going ahead and uploading that bad boy. All right, let's make sure we can hear the volume. I don't think it has volume in the very beginning, guys. You guys can let me know.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. All right, so we're going to stop there just for 1 second so I can not miss anybody. Teresa, thank you so much for the $2 super sticker. I appreciate you guys, and I wanted to make sure I'm all tuned in. Microwave Cheese, I know that you're there because you want Jen Soto to be held accountable, not only held accountable, but arrested. So this is going to help get one step closer to getting Jen Soto arrested. When we see things like this and then we look back at the interrogation and say, well, what did she know? And we see what she knows. I have more shows about her this week with more information, and I think more information is coming even sooner. So thank you so much for gifting those memberships. I see people that aren't in green. Welcome. Thank you, Jack Stormo. I'm just getting over this nasty cold. Let me tell you, this cold was nasty and disgusting. I couldn't breathe. I had a headache. I felt like I got hit by a Mack truck. It was really bad, you guys. But I'm back. I'm back because I have a lot to say. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. All right, let's go. Now, her eyes get really big in the beginning of this when they see her as big as they can get, knowing that she's all what she calls zonked out. Watch how zonked out. Look at how many pills she probably took.
Hello. Hi. Are you Madeline's mom? No. Are you Madeline's mom?
Yes.
Did she come home?
What's that?
Did she come home? No, you don't know where she would have gone. No. Did she take anything?
Has
Any clothes?
I've
Her
looked-
birthday money is still here.
Yes.
She's got everything.
Okay.
shoes.
So nothing that she like took with her and went somewhere else.
So,
Is there any place that you guys think that she would have went? Any friends' houses?
The only friend I could have thought was, but I think Orange County PD already went to her house and
Okay.
talked to them.
Okay. What's that address? Just so I can make sure they already checked there. So they're trying to look everywhere they can.
Of course.
now remember, I know a lot of you guys have seen this already because obviously you can't wait for Jay with guilty of crime to come in. You have to watch it, especially allegedly speculating. She blew up the internet. Kudos to allegedly speculating. This video comes out. It must have came in the FOIA. Plunder didn't get it. GHI didn't get it. And none of the people that have the big bucks to buy it got it. Somehow it accidentally got slipped in. So the internet's just, this whole weekend, it just blew up with this. Now, Rosie, the reason she's really calm is because she's taking a lot of pills. That's why. I mean, we know she's taking a lot of pills, but I got to tell you something. She's calm in another sense because she knows that her and Stephen Stearns already chatted that day. They sat at the computer and chatted, and she knows that her and Stephen already cleaned up their phones. All right. I'm going to tell you that right now. They both cleaned up their phones, so to speak. Now, she told the officers that she was, that he was resetting. I mean, he was updating his phone. Do you remember when Jen Soto said he was updating his phone? Well, guess what? Jen Soto was doing that at the same time, in my opinion. She didn't update her phone, but she was cleaning it up for the sake of law enforcement, just in case she had to hand her phone over just like she does now. So, in my opinion, pills, and she knows that she cleaned it up. Azarabella, thank you so much for the $2 super sticker. I have so much to say. Jamila, I know you remember, but I know that's why she's as calm. Pills, and she got to clean up her phone before they came. All right? So, yeah, guilty as sin.
First name is.
And it's all blurred out.
Let's see if I still have Google Maps pulled up to her address.
Did she go to school today?
No.
No. Okay.
She was
supposed
supposed to.
She was
She
supposed
was
to.
dropped off close to school. She wanted to walk the rest of the way because she was embarrassed by his car.
Okay.
Which is normal for her to ask to be.
It's an image thing.
Right.
But she never made it.
Again, let me stop for a second. I'm going to stop quite a bit because I have a lot to say. Anna P, thank you so much for the $9.99 super sticker, you guys. You have no idea how bad I felt this weekend. Just like, oh, I can't get to this. Okay, so listen, look at what's happening here. This is like Chris and Katie Proudfoot. Thank you, Anna. I love you too. I appreciate you. Why is Jen Soto shielding Stephen Stearns? Jen didn't take Maddie to school that day, you guys. Jen didn't do that at all. As a matter of fact, Stephen took Maddie to school that day and did all the weird things. Why is Jen answering the door and answering the questions and shielding Stefan? Why doesn't Stefan have his phone out and putting out there, hey, Maddie said this morning. I said, hey, Maddie, get up, wake up, let's go. And all the texts. Why is she shielding him from the officer at the door taking notes? I haven't seen anybody talk about that yet. Now, here does come the script because they know that they sat there together and they chatted. All right. But in this position, body language, she's shielding Stefan and she's answering when in fact, Stefan should be in front of her answering the questions and her behind because, well, he's the one that dropped her off. She was sleeping the whole time, right? Or was she not? Yeah, they made a pact, and yes, there was a script, but why is she in the front? Is she the one? Like we always say, is she the one that's pulling the strings? It sure looks like it here to me.
I went to the school to pick her up at the end of the day, and she never came outside. I drove away thinking maybe she walked to my mom's office, because sometimes she'll do that if I can't pick her up. And my mom's office is less than, what would you say, half a mile away?
Yeah,
It's pretty close.
something like that.
She would get there. School ends at 4:04. She would get there by 4:35, the latest. She never got there by 4:35. I started driving around. I went back to the school. The school was closed.
Melissa screamed she could maybe walk to her grandma's house, but that's a lot further.
When the school was closed, I realized something was wrong. I called and I said, "Hey, did you see Maddie today? Or is she with you?"
Okay, so proud American, 222, say a prayer for Maddie. I respect what you're saying. However, I've been in situations before where I'm in fact the person that they want to talk to. It doesn't matter if she's the mother and they said, let me talk to the mother. As a matter of fact, the mother could say, here I am, let's talk. But he's the one that took her to school today. I was sleeping the entire time, officer. He's the one that did this. So please, why don't you ask him the questions? If you need my phone, you can have my phone. Doesn't matter what the officer's asking for at this time. She could stand there too. Understood. But she's shielding Stefan from what's happening. Come on. This is the second time that or the third time, because first time she called her ex-husband, which is coincidentally Steven's name as well, and asked for a lawyer. Then today I just realized she did ask Chris Stearns to get a lawyer for his son. And now time number 3, the officer comes and she doesn't say, well, I'm the mother, but this is in everyone else's mind. Stefan Stearns is the stepfather. He's been around for 7 years. Let's put him up front and let him answer the question. So that's a little bit too. You're being a little technical. I love you, proud American, but that's just not. Yeah, this is like a dumb foot moment. It's like a proud foot moment. It has nothing to do with what happened that day. She just started her story as, well, I stopped, I woke up or whatever, and I picked Maddie up. Well, what about the rest of the day? Did you hear how this started? The whole conversation started from 4 o'clock on. What about that morning? Right? So, yeah, I'm not going to play on a technicality here about what the officer asked. So what? If it were me, I'd step up and say, I'm the one that took her. You don't really want to talk to the mother. You want to talk to me because I'm the one that knows what happened. Not her. She was sleeping.
You, because I can't find her. And she said, no, she never made it to first or second period. And I said, what do you mean? I dropped her off at school. And she's like, she never made it to school. And I said, can you please check with the rest of your friends, see if she made it to any of her other periods? At this point, I messaged her teachers directly, and I asked if any of them saw her. 2 of them responded to me. One of them told me she didn't make it to his period, and he also checked her attendance for the rest of the day. She never made it to any of her periods. This is when I knew something was truly wrong, because she was dropped off by him close to the school. She should have made it to school. At that point, that's when I called 911. This was around 4:35, 4:40. Police did not show up till 7:30, I want to say.
Up in Orange County?
Up in Orange County.
Okay.
And then at that point, that's when all the questions started happening. And then he took them to where he dropped her off. Someone in an outfit she was wearing.
Okay, so now she's going to go into that whole lie about them seeing a girl that was at the church. Now, I do want to say this is a big deal, you guys. I've been watching a lot of videos lately because I haven't been able to do anything else. And I've been seeing a lot of coverage on the Madeline Soto case. And yeah, lobster claws. I don't know if that's her lying or that's just how she looks. But here's the thing. parents that don't call 911, there's a reason for it. So now she's relating this super scripted story. We called 911. No, you didn't call 911. As a matter of fact, you never called 911. And other channels keep saying that Jen Soto's the one that called 911 because they don't know her voice. Another thing I caught on another channel, which was bad, bad, bad. They said Jennifer Soto is dating the stepfather of Madeline Soto, and Jen Soto was 28 and he was 38. And I'm like, no, no, no. Jen Soto's also 38, maybe 39 by now. So yeah, lobster claws. That is a big detail because 10 out of 10 cases where someone doesn't call 911, we can come back. Okay, we'll say 9 out of 10 cases when we come back, unless someone's really distraught. It happens to be that the parent ends up getting convicted or involved in the unaliving of the child. So I just want you guys to know that she never called 911. So let's put another red flag between cremating her daughter's body right away and not calling 911. And then now let's shield my man that's not even really her man. So let's keep going. Good to see you guys all here. Thank you. I have so much to say on this case because it's just, I don't know why we didn't have this before. But look at that. Just he's standing back there behind her. Why doesn't he have anything to say? That was not her at the church, guys. And I don't believe that was Jen Soto either. They didn't do that. They didn't
sit in their parking lot for a little bit, like take a break from her walk because she was early for school, and then get up and then leave towards the school. That's as far as I can.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. Were you able to find his address?
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I know you guys got a lot going on. Did she take her school laptop with her?
She did.
She did.
She did.
They already tried to track it, but unfortunately the unit is completely powered
Nope.
off.
Oh, okay.
Completely offline according to them. They weren't able to do anything with it.
Okay. She doesn't have any.
I can't stand Stephen Stearns, by the way, you guys. I really just want to wring his neck. He tried to use a big word and then he tried to explain it to the officer and make himself sound really smart. But the funny thing is, and the smart thing is, officers already know very soon after this that her laptop never left the parking lot that day. Patty Glisman, thank you so much. If I was this my child, I wouldn't be at home. I'd rather be out looking for my child. Yeah, she looks like she just got out of bed with Stephen Stearns, and it's really bothering me. Now, Kimberly Johnson, real quick, says, Jay, did you see the home video of Naziah? It's discussing how they were talking to the kids. Kimberly Johnson, I have so much in the Naziah case. I'm going to get to that this week, you guys. I have Naziah we're going to make her equivalent to Madeline Soto. She deserves the coverage, you guys, and she deserves justice, and I want her body to be found. In the meantime, we're talking about Madeline Soto and getting justice, but the only way we're going to get justice is if we get Jennifer Soto either arrested or she falls off the face of the planet. So let's keep going because I know you guys see this. I know you see what's going on here. This is the same stance he had in that one video. We know he's hiding. We know already, but I'm asking them. I pose the question, does she know nothing at all? Or does she know everything and she's shielding him so that they don't ask him questions? Because she knows they're already at some point looking at him. I don't know if it's this point just yet. This is the 27th, so I'm not sure. This is only a day later.
The other kind of technology that you guys can track. I'm sure you guys already
No
checked
text,
that.
no nothing.
She
Normally
accidentally,
she has her phone, but she left it at home.
and that is normal for her. She's got ADHD. She's very forgetful.
Okay.
I always have to remind her.
We're kind of forgetful too sometimes.
I believe no. This is that.
Oh my God. All right. And they're blurring this out right now. It's a lot of redactions. So okay, now this is the part I have a lot to say about after I get to Millie. Millie, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Hey Jay, mods and crime crew. If it would be me, I would have been answering all questions, and so lots going crazy. She doesn't even care. I would have told him to shut up and get away an answer from him. I agree with you, Millie, and I think every other mother does as well. And that's why I see absolutely guilty knowledge in just this small little frame that we're seeing them. I see Jennifer Soto calling the shots. Now, I'm going to have another video here this week where we talk about the Woody Allen thing. I have to talk about it because in that context, Jennifer knows everything. Jen Soto knows that Maddie and Stefan have been having now I want to call it a relationship, but I can't because you can't have a relationship with somebody that's not of consensual age. But if you're following me in the Naziah case, Naziah was so groomed that she, in fact, thought she was having a relationship with Jarvis, and she actually was a proud-to-be mother. She was excited after a while about being a pregnant 14-year-old or 13-year-old girl, and Jarvis wasn't. That's why he took her life. So we're gonna talk a lot about that. What's up, Captain Obvious? Thank you for becoming a new member, and I never ever forget you, Foxy Amazon. Thank you so much for having my back the other day. I had some space cadet person talking nonsense, trash in my in one of my posts. So thank you. All right, watch this. How she does this with the phone, and she hands it off. She already cleaned up her phone, guys. Remember that. Remember that.
Gotcha.
And yes,
And
please hit
what's
the
the
like
phone number
button.
for if you guys have one?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, no other family in the area except for
Grandma.
Grandma.
The existing family already up at the office and met with the cops.
Yeah.
The only other closest family member is my sister. She lives in the next neighborhood over.
Mhm.
If you were to exit the back gate.
Next door, right over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you exit the back gate, the first neighborhood to your left, I think it's
Yeah.
called Plantation.
Mhm.
She lives in there.
The office too.
Okay.
But yeah, she was in the office helping me with the police, and she was the one who actually went through her phone and her messages and was trying to see if there was anything weird.
Yeah.
We didn't see anything too weird.
Nothing weird. You guys haven't had any recent arguments?
Recently, no.
No.
Apparently, on February 2nd, she sent a few messages to a friend stating that she would run away.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now a lot of people say she's not too concerned. She's very calm. I think she's just high, and when I say she, it's a combination of her not caring, but she really is high in that. I mean, she said it to every person in the planet that she needs her meds, and when we saw her meds, there was probably, I don't know, maybe she took 15, 20 pills a day, maybe 2 or 3 of each, anxiety and whatever, allopurinol, whatever other pills that she took. So she's clearly probably already taken many of her sleeping pills and her anxiety pills because her daughter is missing, and now she's going to town. Now, I love your message, and 333 guys, so say a prayer for Madeline Soto. I'm even gonna stretch on a limb here. Naziah Harris, please remember Naziah Harris's name because there's a lot to talk about in that case. If you want to understand this case better, follow me in the Naziah Harris case for justice, because this will help you to understand this one a lot more. There's no cleaning up your phone. Stephen Stern thought he did too, but can I tell you what, proud American? I have a phone right now, a Bree, and let's say I'm having an affair, and I delete. Oh, hey babe, my wife walks in. I wasn't just talking to this girl. Look at my phone. I just deleted like 7 of the messages. They hadn't taken her phone yet. They hadn't taken her phone and downloaded it yet, but she's doing this and scrolling through it to show them. So that's what I mean by cleaning up her phone. She cleaned up what she didn't want them to see. Now, I'll give her this. She's not arrested. So when they did take her phone, they were able to get whatever they could. Now, some things can't be recovered. Sometimes when you delete a text message and then you go into the junk folder and then you delete that from the junk and then you go into the trash and you delete that, sometimes you can't get all text messages, okay? So hashtag arrest Jen Soto now. Absolutely. That's what I mean by cleaning up. Okay. I love to use my own self as that. Yay, it's Jay. What's up, Tish? How you doing? Good to see you guys. Yeah, she acts clueless, but she isn't. Well, right now she's not acting as clueless. She's sitting there pointing and looking and pointing everything at her daughter. Well, she wanted to move to the woods, and this look at how she's doing that. She's putting it off on her daughter right now. That's what she's doing. She's not scared. She's not crying. Where's my daughter? It's dark time already. She should be home, man. I don't know where she is. Let's go. Come on, let's go get the key. None of that. None of that, guys.
But it must have been after. From the messages, we must have been arguing, or I must have said something that upset her because she was very upset in her texting friend. But
do you guys still have those? Or no?
Yeah.
Go get it. Go get it. Move your potato butt.
And that's her phone.
This is her phone. I don't know why it's hold on. It's wet.
Thank you.
Do you remember who?
All right, so now she's gonna start. And if you guys want to watch this alone after, I'm gonna go ahead and upload it. Thanks to our friend Gavin that's hooking us up. We do appreciate him. He's and thanks Bree for getting that. So I'm gonna take that and then you guys can just drop all your comments in it and we can have a discussion online about it. But yeah, right now I'm interrupting because I have so much to say, and I also have a deeper dive into the interrogations of Madeline Soto's death. So I want to show that after here, and I want to discuss it with you. It's from take 6 and it didn't get shown. So I'm going to show it to you and discuss it with you. Yeah, move your potato butt, Jen. Get your potato butt. Go walk in there and get it and stop lying. All right, let's watch what she says. And now she's starting to get more powerful with her words and what she's saying.
Starts with an S.
No, I'm just trying to see. It's yeah, this is Savannah. Okay, this is her.
Because he was around so long. That's
See,
why.
I don't recall getting in a fight and saying this to her, but sure, we'll say that. I know.
Okay.
I don't recall because I was high.
It's okay if I swipe down?
Yeah.
Okay.
She looks annoyed, guys.
Where did she say that she wanted to run away? Did I just miss it?
Something about she can't wait till she's 13 and she's out of here.
Actually, I'm not sure where.
Is that
I thought it was part of that conversation. Never mind.
Or is it a bigger conversation? There's her cousins out.
I hate that man with a passion, guys. He's back there and he has the answers. I so wish that cop would have said to him, yeah, she's appearing like a real mom, Olga. Good to see you, Olga. I haven't seen you in a while. Why don't they have him step out and them question him? That's what I don't understand. He's the one that took her to school that day, you guys. Okay, now at this point, the cops think that there's a happy family there. There's Madeline, there's Jen, and there's Stefan, and Stefan is the stepdaddy. But I wish they would have said, why don't you come out here and talk to us because you took her that day. What happened? No, Jen's gonna shield him for a while.
Do you guys remember what she said? Did she say she
let me-
wanted
The
to
gist
run
of
away?
it was she was mad at her mom and she can't wait to turn 13 and like she was literally
Run
just
away
gonna
to the
run away
woods.
to the woods.
That's what she
so
said.
what we could try and do,
That was the gist of it.
search. If you remember what she said, you could try and type that in and it'll. So if she said run away to the woods.
No, that's Sage. We're talking about growing up and living in the woods. But that's not it. Okay, let's try running away.
Yeah.
Nothing running away.
What about just run?
Run.
Jump.
Yep.
Run away.
No.
Like, what is she doing right there, guys?
Let me try this one word.
Oh, she's doing a search. She's searching on her phone.
Let me ask my sister who actually went through her phone.
Okay.
All right. So now the sister's the one that went through her phone, and I'm glad that she's sitting there doing a search. But Stefan's still standing behind her, making sure that they're on script. I don't know why this is bothering me quite a bit. And you guys know what? The houses are really close to each other. They're not houses, they're condos. They're condos, and condos you can hear almost anything. Now, oh, good to see you, MK Connecticut. I haven't seen you on the channel for a while. Good to see you. Thank you for asking why they're not talking to Stefan. Yes. And did anybody miss that? Did anybody miss why the cops aren't at the door? Now, I know they're not looking at him just yet. They're about to start looking at him soon once they start seeing things on the phone, obviously, etc. Jennifer Soto would not hand the cops Maddie's phone. No, she wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. She was scrolling through them, and I don't know why. They weren't there yet. They just weren't there just yet.
Do you have a recent picture of it?
Yeah, I can give you
You can airdrop too if you like.
No, I just wanted to see. I just want to know who I'm looking for. I know Orange County, they already have pictures.
We made these posters if you want them. This is what you're looking for.
Okay. Would you be able to text that to my phone? Which one is the best recent picture?
The most recent was this one.
Okay. Do you want to?
I can.
They're all very much hurt.
Okay. All right, so
Redact. I am going to put this up, though, and you guys can go through it yourself. Still hovering. He's hovering in the background.
Hey.
Okay, now she's going to call.
Yes. I'm currently with Kissimmee PD. They came to the house real quick, and they're asking me about the text message where she said she wanted to run away to the woods. Do you remember who she texted that to and like what day, so I can show them that? Well, see, when I went to what I thought Tall Goblin, February 2nd, where she said, where did she say? Where she talked about like me acting up and that she don't want to live with me, or that I said something about kicking her out before she turned 18 or when she turned 18. It doesn't say it. It doesn't talk about her running away. And
No, it doesn't talk about her running away. It may be something either Jen added or Stefan added, because did you hear Stefan in the background saying that? He was talking about her moving into the woods or running into the woods or kicking her out and her moving into the woods. But if you take that comment that Jen Soto just made right now and the detachment that she has, I gotta tell you, that means so much more when I listen to the well, there's a whole video. There's so many things. When I listen to Jen saying, my biggest fear is the Woody Allen situation when she's 18 to go move in with Stefan. For me, that means that she knew something was going on. She turned the other way. She was okay with it sometimes, but she was jealous of it other times. She knew that it was happening. She looked the other way. And I'm going to tell you, now that I'm knee deep into this Nazaya case and I'm seeing all these, Stephanie had Maddie's phone. She didn't see all the text messages from Maddie and Stefan, or do you think Maddie was smart enough to delete them? Because there was a slew of messages on Nazaya's phone. So you're telling me that they didn't see any of that, or none of the family had any kind of clue about the special attention that Stefan was giving her, you guys? You can't tell me that. Yeah, that's a major tell. That's a major tell what she's saying there and the Woody Allen thing. That tells me she knew.
Into the woods.
Hey, what?
Where did she say that? Did she ever say that?
In front of Home Depot. And log out Florida Tech from as well. That one. It'll be 002 8 Alpha Yankee. Florida Tag. It'll be a white minivan.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't even know what's going on in her daughter's case.
Okay. I'll let him know.
No.
No, that was it. Okay. So what she had said was to Sage, actually this is Sage's dad that reiterated this to us, was that once she had said she wanted, wouldn't it be fun to go camping in the woods and do a bonfire? So that's what she mentioned about being in the woods. Not that she wanted to run away in the woods. Yeah, that's not running away.
And then with her text, pull up her text again. Have you guys checked her recently deleted text?
I don't know how to do that.
So go back, I believe, edit, show recently deleted. So 6 days, 6 days, and 10, and you could just click on whatever, and you can click recover and look through whatever they.
Okay, so what they're talking about is what I just told you about. I'm here. Let's say I'm talking to my Sancha, right? Let's say I got a Sancha on my phone. I'm like, hey, I love you. Oh, my wife walks up. Delete, delete, delete. Oh, babe, no problem. Look at my phone. Yeah, it doesn't say anything, huh? Well, what's happening there is things got deleted probably, and then they didn't go back into the folder and find that folder where the deleted stuff is and delete that. And sometimes when you delete the folder that's deleted, it's still not gone, guys. So that's what they're talking about. Yeah, I figure you guys would understand that better if I use myself as an analogy. I'm glad you guys are laughing because that's what's happening here. And now they're playing dumb because the officer's like, well, there's still stuff inside of there's still deleted stuff inside of the folder. Oh, is there really? Oh, you tell me. I'm so helpless. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you for being here for member for 3 months. We will get justice for Maddie, and we will not let anybody not know Nazaya's name and how to spell it. So thank you. And Microwave Cheese, thank you so very much. Another major toe when the law enforcement tells her they have pics. She's bewildered and doesn't believe them. They need to show a pic and then more because he reset his phone twice, don't you know? Now, she was there, Microwave Cheese, when he reset his phone. She even said that he updated his phone. So she knew he was updating his phone, and I guarantee you she cleaned up her phone at the same time. So thank you. Yes, I appreciate that. And Abellis, you're a doll. Thank you for gifting the 10 Guilty of Crime memberships. And I love your puppy. It's not a puppy, but it's a beautiful dog. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. And Grassi, don't know how to delete or reset. It has to be deliberate. Well, those people do. And the drawings, you guys, The drawings were Maddie's drawings showing a little girl giving a blowjob to a man, it looked like, and little stick figure sex drawings. So if you didn't know, now you know, okay? So yeah, thank you guys all for being here. Let's get justice for Maddie. And I'm not gonna let you guys forget about I'm gonna make sure everyone knows how to spell Naziyah. Naziyah. We're not, this is almost identical, except the family was clearly in on it. This is not so clear, but we're going to clear up that picture a little bit more for you as we go. They reset the phones. Yeah. Maddie was in the trunk. They reset the phones. Absolutely.
There. That was around 6 days ago. I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, I mean,
Looks like they're-
if I do that, is it going to get lost in the mix with her other messages, or is it going to show me individual like?
I'm not sure.
You
I
could probably
actually
just
haven't.
shuffle it back into the list of
I-
messages.
Let's try this one because we
So-
don't know who this person is.
Okay.
They weren't looking at it yet.
Cover message.
So then go back. And click done. And then
That's it 6 days ago. It's not there. What was 6 days ago? What day of the week?
She's so good at playing dumb, guys. So good.
This one? That's more than.
Nope.
Yeah. I don't know, 2 weeks now.
Okay. So weird. I think this was the number. I'm not too.
Yeah, that's a telltale as well. And she either did that earlier or she does it in a bit where she goes like this and then lets him like click on it himself. If you look at my phone, I got my dog Bowie on it, my little angel Bowie. But yeah, she does this, and now, yeah, of course they can find the things that are deleted. But if you deleted them and you're just showing someone real quick and not letting them take it, you're like, here, go do it. You can't find it like that. And they didn't have a warrant. They didn't have a probable cause. They didn't have anything up until a certain point. And then they said, give me all your shit. We're checking it. But right now they don't.
Too sure.
I think it was too.
But it was
I
just-
think it looked like it, but it said that there was only one
I
message.
recall that there was a 7 in it. So
No.
Yes.
So I don't know.
Who's the other one? Tall Goblin? This one? Or
Yeah.
was it the one with the S? Don't.
I won't.
So that's Tall Goblins with the S. So one was Friday.
Is that a group chat? This is a group chat, yeah.
Such an idiot. She's not as dumb as she looks, guys. Don't let that fool you.
I see what you gaming.
So when 6 days ago, I don't know if it'll just say 6 days ago. 6 days ago, what was it?
Just goofy shit.
The 21st.
Yeah.
Not yet. Not yet.
19.
They're not looking. She's not a missing person yet. They're still thinking that she took off, guys. Not just yet.
20.
Yep.
Wednesday. So we'll look between Wednesday and the 20th. Wednesday.
That is just like, I gotta tell you guys something. If I had ordered a pizza, I would have more of more in me to get that pizza there because I'm hungry than she does about her daughter and her wanting her home. She's really just Tom, let me 6 days again and let me see. I mean, you guys, it's dark out there. I don't know what time. I can't really see the time up there. I know it's already, I don't know, what is it, 8 o'clock? It's dark in Florida. And I would be so out of my mind. I wouldn't even be sitting there. To be honest with you, I would not be sitting there at home at the porch doing that. I'd be like, hey, let's go. We can go in your car. You can follow me. I can text you. You can have the phone, whatever. But I need to go find my daughter right now. Maybe she went to her cousin's house. Maybe whatever it is. There's no sense of urgency, guys. No sense of urgency. And like I said, when I'm hungry, I'm hungry. I'm like, I'm hangry, I'm hungry. But if it were my daughter, look at this. What are they doing? I just can't. How can they just sit? What? They're just
I don't see anything in there.
She's mostly stuff for naming and stuff.
Yeah. No.
She's laughing. She just laughed. What are you
I
laughing
know
about?
the other officer already came here and looked inside, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys mind if I go back in and walk through with you guys?
Go for it.
Come on.
You guys want to show me the way?
This fucking guy, man. Stephen Stearns. I wish they would have showed the inside of it. I wish we would have saw more of the inside. I wonder what he was looking at. And like I said, for some reason, they didn't have it on the radar yet that I know of. Maybe behind the scenes they did. But I don't think so because they would have had more urgency. Is that it? Is that as far as this goes? I just dropped something. And if it is, that's okay because I have another thing to go with interrogations. There it is. Let's go back a little bit. All right, so they must have blurred everything out, guys.
So that white Nissan Sentra there, that is Jennifer's.
Okay.
Just meandering over there. Mm-hmm.
The blue Corolla is Angelica's.
This one?
Yeah.
And that has to do with what?
Okay.
And the silver Lincoln is mine. Well, it's actually my parents, but I got a car. Now it's in better condition.
This is the one that she said she doesn't like to ride in?
Yeah, this is the one she was embarrassed to get dropped off in. So
Okay.
I was that age. I understood.
I got you.
Forgive the donut there. I got a flat tire earlier this
That's
afternoon.
fine. You might want to put some and cover the fireman there. Someone will steal that, man.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I stuck it there when I was changing the tire.
I got you, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for pointing that
A lot
out.
of people, they look in cars. If they see that, they'll smash that back window.
Yeah,
Take
I have
it.
my concealed carry, so
Yeah,
thank
good for
pointing
you.
that out. I appreciate it.
Are these all the cars?
I believe there's.
Yeah, see, this is right before, guys. This is right before they started suspecting. I don't know who was talking or how it led up to this, but right now they're all meandering around. Stephen Sturge single-handedly ruined the word meandering forever, but he is just meandering, guys. I mean, look at this car, and that one's mine. She's embarrassed of it. Yeah, I put it there when I changed the tire. But did I tell you that I dumped Maddie's body right over there first, and I had to run back, and then after that, this guy, man, I want to find out at what point from this from this video to the next where they started suspecting. I don't know if it's when the officer says, "Hey, can I have your phone?" Because at that moment that officer took his phone, you guys, it was game over. Game over. Yeah, no life skills. Why would you be embarrassed and scrap your car for being dropped? They weren't embarrassed. She wasn't embarrassed at all. Yeah, they're just making that up. The car does look suspicious, but they're not looking at anything like that. Right now, I don't know what changed that game. There's firearm in sight. Well, here's the thing, Cat H. In Florida, I believe it's an open carry. So I think you're not supposed to conceal your weapon if I understand Florida right. So like in Colorado, if you're carrying a gun, you can't have it in your jacket. You have to have it like on your dashboard so everyone knows. So it wasn't suspicious just yet. That's why. I mean, and I wonder why he did have the gun in there. Interesting. Somebody tried to tell me that someone was saying that the way they thought Stefan got Maddie out that morning was that she walked out. I don't think so. I think her life was already gone before the house. So I don't know. Have you seen the body language from Stern says all this arm folded? Oh yeah, like the whole thing. There's nothing about him, but they weren't looking at. They were saying they were blaming it on Maddie being a teenager, Maddie arguing with Jen. It was all Maddie at this time, guys. Remember that.
This one? Is that all of them? Yeah. Just those 4? Okay. Well, I'm going to go head over to Sisters. What is her name?
Stephanie.
Stephanie? All right, I'm going to go over there. What's a good phone number for you?
And they're going to blur it out. Now, I can't wait for them to get charged too, but there's some new documents that came out that I want to talk to you guys about.
All right, I'm going to go head over there, okay? All right. Yep. Don't worry.
No, I don't think she said that. All right. That's interesting. That was cap cut, huh? What the heck is this? All right. Oh, that went to that. Interesting. All right, let me get to the next one. Okay, so that one, you guys, that one's interesting. I got another video for you. So I've got the best of the interrogations. This is going to be my part 2, take 6, deep dive into the interrogations. We're going to go over that, and then I just might I don't feel the best today, but I need to get some of these things knocked out. Thank you, Microwave Cheese. You guys stay here. We have 356 people and more to come right now. I got something for you guys I wanted to go over with the Diddy case. It's a whole nother case that I need to present either this week or get it out of my way and do it today. I can't let these young women that were abused I can't not report on it. So it's like I weigh my options. I've got the Madeline Soto case and the Nazaya case or those. So I'll ask you again if you guys want me to hop back on tonight and report on the Diddy case and what's happening, let me know. All right. So now we got the best of the interrogations, take 6, justice for Maddie. Let's go. These are going to piss you off, guys. What I can't understand is where Jen, when the essay occurred on Maddie. Now, Melanie, Jen was there. Jen was sleeping in the same bed. She was there. And she also was essayed in the middle of the upstairs room. The better question would be where were the roommates? Jen knew. Jen told us she knew. Jen said, I was afraid that they were going to fall in love and leave me. All right. So in my opinion, Jen knew. $2.99 sticker. What did Jen know? Did she know everything? Or did she literally know nothing? Is she just a dumb potato? I say she knows everything, guys. Everything from the time to, and thank you, Marcy. Diddy done? All right, I'll ask you guys at the end of this what you want me to do.
Stearns. In a separate room, Madeline's mother, Jennifer Soto.
They're very similar. They're both very childish.
All three events took place at the very same time here as investigators sought justice for Madeline.
Yes, you guys haven't seen this yet. Trust me, don't go anywhere.
Anytime we have like a missing juvenile, we certainly look at everyone that has contact.
All right, now remember this. We just saw that first video. It's the 27th. And now the next one that's coming up, this must be like the next day after they did that, and something clicked with them. I don't know if it was something they saw on the phones. I don't know if somebody called it in. I don't know if it was the news lady that said, hey, something's wrong, guys. But something happened to click from that day. They hadn't found Maddie yet to get to the point that we're going to see here next. So stay tuned. Hit the like button. We have 350 people in chat. I say she knows everything as well, but I want you guys to stay here with me and let's discuss it right now. All right, let's go. This is the part 2 of the take 6 that I wanted to show you guys.
Contact with that juvenile.
While Orange County Sheriff John Mina was speaking to reporters, Stearns voluntarily waited in this interrogation room, puffing on a vape pen and attempting to set up his brand new cell phone.
Did you know that?
Hi, I'm Siri. Hi, I'm Siri.
Stearns' original cell phone had been seized.
Did you guys know that he was setting up his new phone? This bold mother trucker took Madeline's life, abused her for years in unimaginable ways, and then he reset his phone twice, thinking he's deleting it in front of Jen Soto, and he's in the police officers. He's about to get interrogated, and he's in there setting up his Siri. Did you guys know that? Oh my God. Clementine says, you know about the Cheyenne Kirshner case back in 2011. I don't, but you can always email me. Email me. Unless you're emailing me that you don't like me, don't email me. Just don't come to my channel. Okay? All right, let's keep going. My God. One more time. This mother trucker, I don't know if he thinks he's on like it's nap time, if they gave him that room to puff and oh yeah, I got a free soda or what, guys. But this is what he's doing, and he's setting up his effing phone. This makes me so mad. Jay, did you know Seven Stearns is going to be tried for MA? I do know which one's coming first. The first one that he got charged for was the SA. The second one was the M. So in my opinion, I think they're going to do the SA first, and the M is going to come down to what happens with Jen Soto. Now, just because Jen Soto's a bad witness doesn't mean she's not going to be a witness. Now, I know she's a terrible, lying piece of crap person and witness, and she's a liar, but they still are going to use her as a witness if she doesn't get arrested. Now, if she gets arrested, they're going to call her from jail. She's going to come in her big potato scrubs looking like Chucky. Just remember the orange scrubs. There comes Jen Soto, and she's going to be, that's what she's going to do. All right. Abella says, my old tired joke. Stefan's hat was white, and then he bought it. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. I love you guys. I love that we can see such dark things and then still laugh.
Room, puffing on a vape pen and attempting to set up his brand new cell phone.
Hi, I'm Siri. Hi, I'm Siri. Hi, I'm Siri.
Stearns' original cell phone had been seized by detectives the previous day. That phone contained photos and videos of Stearns sexually molesting Madeline, according to what investigators told the 13-year-old's mother in a nearby room.
So we have these images, and unfortunately, over the last maybe 2 or 3 years, he's been doing oral sex, vaginal sex, and things like that.
Okay. I was trying to not say that because this won't get monetized, but that's okay. I just want to make sure you guys get this out there. Like, subscribe, and share. We really need to get this out there so more people know about it. At this point, we've done a justice for Madeline Soto. Let's keep doing that. Just promise me, guys, you're gonna start checking out and coming to my Naziah Harris lives. You guys, we need justice for her. And if you understand the Naziah case, you're gonna understand the Madeline Soto case that much more. This much more. Not this much more, this much more. Okay, let's roll. Look at Grimace. She looks like Grimace and Chucky in the same time.
What makes you guys?
We have photos. We have his phone. We were able to get into his phone. Did you ever suspect anything like this? No? You okay?
How are you feeling right now? Is this a surprise?
No. Is there photos of her?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to believe that this is true. Can I see some of that evidence?
As Stearns was taking a nap nearby, detectives described the graphic images to Soto.
I literally thought I was coming here for the press conference, but this is not what we're here for.
I know. And it's unfortunate that, these are the details that we found.
I believe you when you talk to me about those images.
Okay. So, before we get into this part, I believe you when you talk to me about those images. Why do they believe her? Or why does she believe them? Because she knew that Stefan and Maddie, she knew that she didn't call it groom, but she knew they were sleeping together, folks. Okay. There was most nights that Jen, Stefan, and Maddie, all three slept in a bed for years. Now, Jen zonked herself out nightly. Stefan didn't have to zonk her out. She zonked out. She's over here. Maddie's in the middle, and Stefan's over here with his wood, waking up, assaulting Maddie. Now, when Jen was sleeping, he'd take Maddie over to the room in the middle of the upstairs floor and make her give him blowjobs and do other things to him, probably in the middle of the night, because the police officers have pictures of him assaulting her in that middle room that looked like a brothel. Not the ones with the locks, folks, but the middle room, okay? And jealous? Yeah. Jealous? Yeah. That's a huge motive in this case, is jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
Those images might be real, or they've happened.
See?
But I don't believe they're related to this case. It's possible that his story might be true and somebody else could have taken her. Like, I'm just thinking, like, what if we're focusing, like, okay, the sex things happened, right? But what if that's completely a side thing and not having to do with this, like her missing?
At Soto's request, detectives agreed to let her see one of the photos allegedly recovered from Stearns' cell phone of Madeline being abused. Stearns' face could not be seen in the image.
Is he being placed under arrest because of those pictures?
Yeah, we haven't made that determination yet. So what do you think should happen to Stefan?
I'm afraid to say press charges, but what else? There's a side of me that wants to say he's innocent, that this isn't happen, but who else's penis could that be? She's not left alone with anyone else.
And why would they be on his phone?
Yeah, why would they be on his phone exactly? Can I make one decision now and change my mind later? If I decide not to press charges now, could I change my mind and press charges later?
Now, would anyone ever say, if I decided not to press charges now, could I change my mind and press charges later? Would anybody say that after seeing pictures of their daughter giving their ex-boyfriend, a blowjob, or with your daughter passed out doing anal things? Because some of the pictures that she saw, they were doing butt stuff. Now, Sarah, I think allegedly speculating likes to do shows and talk for hours and let you guys discuss, but nowhere in my mind or any theory Jen is innocent of anything. If she's guilty of one thing, and it's not, if she's guilty of one thing, it's leaving her daughter at the hands of Stephen Stearns for nights, days, years, months. So she's not innocent. There's no possible way she's innocent when she even said they all three slept in the bed together and he would lay in her armpit and he was sitting in there in boxers. He would come out of the bathroom at his own words naked, and Jen and Maddie would watch him come out of the room with his pinky winky coming out. So there's no way in hell that you're ever going to tell me she's innocent of anything. That's it. That's all. Period. All right, let's go.
It's a lot to digest. Step on. How you doing, sir? Sorry. That's okay. Didn't mean to wake you up.
Investigators do not believe Stearns got much sleep before this interview. Early that same morning, detectives say Stearns was caught on camera making a mysterious 6-hour drive from the Orlando area to his parents' home in Northport. While there, authorities believe he logged into his family's Wi-Fi and unsuccessfully tried to destroy the sexually explicit images from his Google account.
You have the right to remain silent.
After being read his Miranda rights, Stearns described driving Madeline to school 2 days earlier.
She wasn't saying anything. She was just asleep. She was just reclined in the chair sleeping.
Okay, explain to me, like reclining backwards?
Just laying back in the chair. Like that, I guess.
Detectives say photos captured by traffic cameras appear to show Madeline dead in the passenger seat of the car as Stearns drove around the Kissimmee area in the opposite direction of Madeline's school.
Do you have any idea where she may be?
No.
None whatsoever.
Okay, so now this is January 8th, and this is why I wanted to show this. This is January 8th. The other ones was what did it say? 227. This is January 8th. January. Why does it say? Oh, this is January 8th, 2025. That was the date that we're looking at this. My bad. Okay, but this was, remember, everything happened a day later. Now, I heard other people, I've been watching this all day because I've been stuck, not able to talk. I was trying to save my voice for today so I could be so upset today. And some people think that the police department didn't do a good job. I think they did a spot on job with finding Madeline, with going from missing to finding to getting Stefan locked up. But what they didn't do a good job with was questioning Jen Soto. Her in the other room is not interrogation, guys. This is an interrogation and hers wasn't. So every time they came with a softball for Jen Soto, they never followed up with, but why this or why that or show me this or do that. So I think they did a fantastic job finding Maddie and then getting this man charged for everything, but they didn't with Jen Soto. So I think she's going to end up being a witness before she ever gets arrested. And I hate to say that, guys. I don't want you guys to be upset. I don't understand how no one on the road didn't notice that it's a very busy road. Didn't notice what? He was driving fast. That's probably why. If you mean didn't notice her mouth being open, remember at 9 o'clock in the morning, he went to a hotel and he put her in the trunk. That's why they didn't notice.
Whatsoever.
Detectives then questioned Stearns about his cell phone.
What do you think was on the phone?
Text messages. Emails. Old stuff.
Pictures?
Oh, yeah.
What kind of pictures were on there?
That's why.
Training card pictures. Lightsaber pictures. Disney pictures.
So you want to add to the list of pictures?
All right, so right here, he knows the jig is up. And thank you, Lisa Fazio, for the $49.99 super sticker. I love you, girl. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. If I didn't say that to you or to anyone else, I appreciate you all for being here and helping us sister out. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Yes, everyone's thanking you, Lisa. You're our hero today. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. So I think this moved along real nice, but they did screw up with Jen Soto. Why do I think they screwed up? Because I feel like they should have arrested her for anything they could. I wish they would have arrested her for neglect. I wish they would have arrested her for how many more things do we have? I mean, I've done whole episodes on what they can arrest her for, and they haven't. So anyway, thank you. Yeah, we detest that monster, and in my opinion, Jen Soto is a monster as well. I think she looks more like this than she does like this, but you know, it's negotiable. We can negotiate on that. All right, let's keep going.
Should I be talking with a lawyer right now?
After Stearns requested an attorney, detectives arrested him on charges of capital sexual battery and possession of child pornography.
And if you could put your hands out like this.
Crime scene investigators photographed Stearns.
If you could open your mouth.
And they collected a DNA sample.
If you could take off your shirt.
Investigators seized Stearns' clothing, which he had been wearing since Madeline's disappearance.
Don't do anything squirrely, man. You will eat the carpet. Do you understand?
They also took pictures of Stearns naked, so the images could be compared to the sexually explicit photos allegedly found on his phone. 2 days after Stearns was taken into custody, authorities found Madeline's body. A grand jury later indicted Stearns for...
And thank God. All right, now quickly, remember it took 1 month to get those charges of the MURDR. Diana, oh, sad but true. Dan Pickering says, I don't believe for 1 minute that Maddie never said, Mommy, I'm sore down there. Now think of this. Not only am I sore down there, but Mom, my bottom hurts. Why do you keep giving me this laxative stuff, Mom? My bottom hurts. Now, this is sad to think about and sad to say, and I wish I had a picture right now, and I probably do have one because I've been doing so many deep dives into this case, into the Naziah case. I'm surprised I don't have a bunch on my phone by now. Listen, Naziah was so groomed that she saved Jarvis Butt's phone number as Bay for life. Okay? So when I hear this, Diane, I'm thinking that Maddie probably had Stearns in there, secretly in there at some point as Bay or Babe or Honey, or like if it was a BF, guys. So I hate to say that, but I have a feeling that it got that far. Guilty as charged. Stearns complained he had no pillow or blanket. Oh, thank God. Thank God. But they moved quickly, guys. They did move quickly. I'll give you that. The body was in the trunk. That's why, Millie, they didn't see him. He knew better by then. She was probably flopping around by then. And he said, shit, if I hit a stop sign, they're going to see that this girl is not alive. So from 9 something in the morning, he moved her to the trunk, drove back into the complex, did his clicker, talked to Jen, reset his phone, and then went back out at 1 something to go dump her body, and he also got a flat tire.
For first-degree murder.
Hello, you have a call at no expense
Whoa.
to you from
Stephen Stearns,
inmate at
Osceola County Corrections Department.
While in jail, Stearns called his mom and dad.
Were you expecting these charges?
Thank you.
No.
No, you're not.
Okay,
Wow.
so you got blindsided by that.
Obviously, it's not true. I never would have wanted her gone for any reason, so.
And I'll pause that for a second there. First, I want to say thank you to Lisa Fazio. I know a lot of people are heading out to go do something else. I appreciate you guys for being here. I had 350, but there's 304. But you know what, Lisa Fazio, thank you so much. You're a rock star. I hope that we see you in our chats. I love you. Love you so much. Thank you. We're going to put this here so we can get... It makes me laugh every time. You guys, if you didn't take your pills yet, take your pills. Also, obviously not true. So this is a huge statement. If you guys want Jen Soto to get arrested, this guy is going to implicate Jen Soto, in my opinion. He says he never wanted her gone, so premeditated first was kind of a dick punch. I'm telling you right now, he's gonna throw this back at Jen as hard as your children do when they play baseball. Okay, just watch. Mark my words. Mark my words.
Premeditated first degree is kind of a bunch.
Stearns' father asked about the night Madeline was last seen alive.
It was shaping up to be a great week and a great visit. There's no reason for anything to happen that happened. We're just rather lost for understanding how all this came about. I mean, we're just totally baffled. Well, I didn't start it. Oh, you didn't start it, but you participated in it, which.
Okay, so what that says to me is either two things. Either one, he's victim blaming Maddie. Maddie came on to him, and we know that's not true because she's not. When she was 6 years old, 7 years old, little girl on his shoulders, right? Little girls don't come on to grown men. So if he's doing that, if that's what he's saying, but if he's saying he didn't start it and the dad's saying you didn't, but you participated in it, which could have meant that it was Stephen Stearns, Jen Soto, and Madeline Soto all doing sex acts in the bed, guys. They all three could have been doing sex acts in the bed. If that's what Chris Stearns is saying, then Jen, you're in trouble. Jen, when trial comes or before trial comes, they're coming for you, Jen. And you're going to have to give answers at that time about what Stephen Stearns is saying. And I'm glad I gave you guys a little bit of a laugh because they're coming for Jen. Jen should have been arrested for neglect. I agree. But they're coming for her if that's what he's saying there. If all three of them were doing stuff together, I tell you what, she's not going to get out of it.
It's just as bad as not starting it.
After Stephen Stearns was escorted out of this door here at the sheriff's office in handcuffs, Jennifer Soto was allowed to leave out a side door and spent the night with family. But investigators were clearly suspicious of the mother and dragged her back in for questioning 2 more times.
But you have not shown me one bit that you prioritize her over him. And that sucks.
That's next on Justice for Madeline.
All right, we're not going to listen to the weather here as much as I'd like to know. Let's see. Are they going to get back into that? Come on, lady.
Of just about a week, investigators were able to figure out that she was probably dead, and then through amazing detective work, found her body relatively quickly. And now Stephen Stearns is charged with molesting her and murdering her. He has pleaded not guilty. But the community was so invested in that, and there is so much information now as part of Stephen Stearns' court case. We're talking thousands of pages of documents, hours and hours and hours of police interviews like the ones we just showed you, and so we're finally able to kind of put this together and put it in an understandable timeline, as you can see how investigators worked and some of the questions they asked. I think, as you saw in this part that we just showed you, at that point, this was a couple days after Madeline had been reported missing. Detectives knew at that point she was likely dead. The reason was because they had surveillance videos from her mom's apartment complex, where investigators say,
okay, so that's what I was trying to figure out. You guys know I've been doing this case since almost the very beginning of day one, so it's hard to remember every tiny little thing without having a picture. Okay, so that's when that happened. That's the moment that the officers knew Stephen Stearns was connected to it and that Maddie was no longer alive, and that was because they put in a request for the surveillance footage at the Venetian Hotel or Venetian whatever it's called, Venetian Bay condos That came back. They saw Maddie and they knew right then. And then they said, hey, let me see your phone. Got the phone. Those two matched up. So first they arrested him for the SA. And then a month later, they charged her or him for taking Maddie's life. Okay. That's what clicked. I needed that to click with me because I was like, oh, wait, what happened? Wow. So she should be showing outrage at this point. Never going to get it. Never going to get that. We're never going to get that from Jen Soto. Don't expect it. I saw somewhere his brother changed this, but yeah, he did. In fact, I heard that his brother changed to STAEARNS instead of STERNS. What's up? Good to see you. And Microwave Cheese, you guys must, I love you so much. Jen didn't get pregnant to snatch a man, and it didn't. Didn't Jen get pregnant to snatch a man? And yes. Microwave Cheese. She probably hated. Yes, she did. She was cheating with Tyler Wallace, who is Maddie's dad, and it didn't work. He still got together with Tatiana, married Tatiana. It didn't work. And I do have a feeling that one of the reasons that when she looked at Maddie and saw Tyler, I think that's a big thing. Thank you for pointing that out and bringing that up. You're absolutely right, because many people forget about Tyler Wallace. I wish that we saw more of him, guys.
Madeline looked dead as she was sitting in the passenger seat of the car. So they figured she was deceased. And now the question for investigators is, where's her body? They wanted her found. Secondarily, they wanted to find out who was responsible for that. And from the get-go, they suspected the mom's boyfriend, or the on-again, off-again, then boyfriend, Stephen Stearns. He had, in detectives' eyes, very suspicious, contradicting comments from the get-go in this investigation. But secondarily, then, investigators had a lot of questions for Madeline's mother, Jennifer Soto. And so on the story we just showed you, it was kind of interesting when I was able to put these documents and interviews together to realize that this all happened at the same time. The Orange County Sheriff's Office, which was conducting part of the investigation, had called a news conference, called us over to, I wasn't personally there, but called news representatives from Central Florida over to the Sheriff's Office because they needed the public's help. And it was ultimately a tip from the public that helped them find Madeline so quickly. And so Orange County Sheriff holds this news conference, but unbeknownst to the reporters who were inside or the Central Floridians who were watching live streams of that press conference, while that press conference was going on, investigators had separated mom and boyfriend and then were grilling them independently, trying to get the answers about this case.
And, you know, like, as you mentioned, the community was so invested in this case. And it's just something that really, I think so many of us just, you know, parents, community members felt this really deeply. And that story that we watched was so difficult to watch, but, you know, we decided as a news organization, this is something that's important to share. Talk about that process of.
Now, let me just go back real quick on this, Stephanie. Now, I don't think Maddie was in Jen's, in the trunk at all. I think the dog hit on her car did hit on the trunk area because Stefan went back to visit the body. Now, I don't know what he did with the body, but anything that he could have taken something of clothing off of her. He could have done anything with her and then placed it back towards the trunk to where the dogs hit on. So the reason that they hit on her car was because Stefan went, in my opinion, back to the car. I don't think that he moved Maddie's body from one trunk to outside back to the trunk. I don't think he did that at all. I don't think so. But yeah, but you're right. He did hit on that. All right. Thanks, Synth. Appreciate you. I gotta get me some more white, right? All right, let's keep going.
Of putting all this together, because you have spent countless hours working on this.
Well, so the way we get this is through what is called discovery. Here in Florida, when a criminal defendant, in this case Stephen Stearns, is charged with a crime, there are no surprises for him when it comes to the evidence that prosecutors could potentially use against him at trial. So prosecutors basically have to show their cards to him. Here's what we could be using against you. And likewise, you may find something criminal defendant in our evidence that helps exonerate you. Here's yours. Take a look at what we're going to be throwing at you. And so once that is shared with the defendant, it becomes public. And in this case, that resulted in, like I said, thousands of pages of documents, hours of videos. And when we first get them, we kind of glance through them really quick. And on the day that we received them, and we publish news stories, this was probably a couple months ago when we received these, but it's very hard in the course of our normal newscast when we need to give you a very short synopsis of this to show you the depth of what was going on, and you certainly can't see the reaction.
Yeah, before we move forward, I do want to say that MK Connecticut, Wendy Adelson, still free. She was the only one that really gained anything. If you guys don't know who Wendy Adelson is, just think of her as a Jen Soto. Now, Jen Soto was, as far as we know, the only one that would have gained anything out of Maddie not being alive, which is interesting because Stephen Stearns said that. Stephen Stearns made it very abundantly clear that he had no reason to want Maddie gone. So I'm wondering how that's going to work. If you know anything about Wendy Adelson, they're using and abusing her as a witness, but I have a feeling they're going to come back around and arrest her. And they've given her immunity too, you guys. Now, not full immunity, but they've given her immunity. Now, you say, I just know when Jen Soto's guilty, she had a lot to do with what happened to poor Maddie. Agreed, you guys. I don't know how anyone can disagree with her not knowing anything. I mean, you can't disagree that she says, hey, I sent Maddie and Stefan to go to bed, and then it happened that night. So right there.
Of these witnesses when they're being questioned, and that speaks so much
I hope
to
so.
Not just what investigators are learning from this, but the techniques investigators are using, trying to get to the answers, trying to get to the truth. And so that's what I hope by this video series, by allowing a little bit more time to let these interviews breathe, and you can just really see what the process was taking place behind the scenes as investigators tried to solve this really horrible crime.
And you have another episode that's coming out really soon, right? We have number 6 coming out. I don't know if
Correct.
that's up. Okay.
Spoiler alert. It's actually up now on
okay.
our YouTube page, but we're going to be talking a little bit.
Yeah, and we've got that all done. The good thing about these guys on Take 6 and the news station, number 1, the lady's not on there now, but the lady that interviewed Jen Soto, you guys, I want you to know she interviewed Jen Soto, and then she went straight to law enforcement and said, something's not right with these people. Something's not right with this mom, Mr. Law Enforcement people. Something's not right. She never said her daughter's name. She never pled, please, I just, friends, whatever. Another thing is she never went out to go search for her. So that news lady, to me, is a saint, number 1. Number 2, the people watching these news, I always forget the name. I want to say news articles, but they're like news breaks. The person that saw this is the one that tipped in Stephen Stearns having a flat tire and said, I would remember his eyes anywhere. He had these dark eyes that look sad with this beard. He explained to him, and they brushed the guy off. He literally had to go back into the police station and say, listen, I saw this guy look suspicious in the area, and that's how they found Maddie's body. Yes, Thomas. I always forget his last name, but Thomas is our hero. And when I get back into that next episode and we talk about the 12 documents, then we'll talk about Thomas again. But that's our real hero in this case. Yeah, I think everybody's like that. Everybody hates her, just like Casey Anthony. I like Anna Banana. You're so cute when you call Jen a potato. Jen is a potato. Jen Potato Soto. That's her. This ugly killer potato. Because in my mind, she's just as guilty as Stephen Stearns is, you guys. Oh, just Tressa. What's up? Did you get your hoodie yet? Let me know if you got your hoodie yet. I want to see a picture of it. All right, let's keep going. We're almost done with this.
Bit about more tomorrow, where even though in that video you saw Stephen Stearns was arrested, authorities still had a lot of questions for Madeline Soto's mother, and she got pulled back in for questioning several more times, and they had some very, very direct questions. So we'll be talking about that tomorrow, Julie.
All right. And I know you're going to be on News 6 at 4:30 and 6 tonight talking about this as well.
We'll be there.
All right. Mike DeForest, thank you so much again and again today.
All right. Now they're just talking about that. We're going to pull that. All right. All right. So we can go back all day long and just talk about it and talk about it and talk about it. You guys, wow, there's 380 people in here. I wish I could take these 380 people and smash them all over to the Diddy case. What do you guys think about that, man? Okay, no, I didn't send anything, Tressa. I did email you though. It already shipped out to you. It should have got to you by now. I'll have to email you. I didn't ship anything out myself. I wish I could get everybody in here. Why can't I get everybody in here? Why can't I get everybody that's here? There's 385 people in here. I wish I could get you guys to roll on to another episode, man. Dang it. Let me see if I have any. I don't think I have any other content for this one, but I do have a Diddy case that I want to go over. And Naziah Harris, guys. People are saying that Naziah has gotten she got found. She did not, in fact, get found. All right. Good evening. Hope all's well. Everyone get better soon. Then okay. All right. So I'm getting a lot of people to drop out of here. You guys, he had no choice but to get rid of Maddie. She was growing up and it would be a liability. I think, you know what, MK Connecticut, I think she said no that night and something terrible happened, or Jen Soto must have walked in on. I always thought Jen Soto walked in or some kind of jealousy happened. Ugh. Oh, Kathleen just caught alive. Thank you. Thank you for catching alive. I can transport you guys. How do I transport you guys to another one? How can I I could put a link down there and then you guys can do it, but I should, yeah. Today, you know, today is Martin Luther King Day, right? Everybody should be just hanging out today. All right, Jarvis did get beat up, and did you know he could barely walk into court, people? All right, many of you guys don't know about this case, so I am gonna have to, we'll have to pull it into another episode. So today, new body cam footage, best of the interrogations. I'm going to make this at 1 hour and 36 minutes. I love each and every single one of you. Thank you for everything that you do. I'm going to say goodnight to you guys. I love you. And and on that note, go find some other awesome channel to represent. Otherwise, I probably would do Diddy. The case by me is Violent Trade. Just Teresa, you guys haven't watched that case yet? You guys haven't watched my coverage? I really want you guys to watch my coverage so bad on the Naziah. Please go watch that and spread it, because that little girl needs justice like Madeline Soto does, okay? All right, you guys, I love you. I am going to go rest so that the rest of the week I can keep up with every single one of you. Good night. I love you, and I'll see you back tomorrow, 4 p.m. Watch out.
Guilty of crime.
I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed my content, please share this video, like, and subscribe. You can also follow me over at Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, or Gmail. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can use Cash App or Venmo or PayPal. Thank you very much in advance. Guilty of crime.
Are you guilty?